Hello there, everyone. This is your friend Commodore Urban here, and this is what time is it? Holy shit! Oh my god, I can't believe it. That's ironic. The time is 11:40 p.m. It's 11:40 p.m., guys, and this is Sunday, April 14th, 2019. 107 years ago, right to this very moment, the legendary luxury liner Royal Mail steamer Titanic of the White Star Line would have collided with the iceberg. After warnings from the crow's nest of the three bells and the call to the bridge, warning of iceberg right ahead. That's ironic because the video I wanted to do with you guys is a throwback video. Since this is, the 107th anniversary of the Titanic, I talk about one of my models from my collection. And the model I'm going to show you guys is my 1/570th scale model of Titanic by Revell. Now this is actually one of the cheapest models you can buy of the Titanic, and if you buy this brand new from, from any shop like Hobby Lobby or Michaels or something, it'll cost you about 20 bucks. But this particular version is an older model, and I'll show you the box here in a little bit. But this this is not my first model. Because my very first model was the same one, but this is not the first one. This is actually my sixth model of this particular ship from Revell. But the first one I got it when I was 12 years old, and I built it, and then of course it got broke. The other five of this I had got broken one way or another. But this is number 6. See, I did a lot of detail to it. A lot of stuff I done to this thing that, most people probably wouldn't. Like, I painted all the windows and shit on the upper decks. I detailed all the little parts and stuff, like the winch motors, the benches, the openings of all the vents. Uh, I picked out all the little details, like all the little portholes and shit. I put paint in them and stuff. That took a long time to do that. The only decals that this particular model came with was the two up front that say Titanic, the one in the back that says Titanic Liverpool, and of course your three flags, your Royal Navy ensign, your White Star Line flag, and your destination flag, which is the American flag because she was going to New York. But sadly, she never made it to New York. Um, but yeah, this is a very nice model of the ship. I mean, there's some parts, details of it are wrong, but when that model was first produced, it was pretty accurate. And this is the base. Yeah, I went through a stage there for a while. Every time I built a model of a ship, the base was gold and black. I just thought gold and black was just such a real nice, classy look. And it does look really nice. See, I mean, you put your model on the base, and you see, it does look really sexy sitting on that. It makes it look really, really fancy. But the box now, the box to this thing is just crazy. See, this is the box that it came in. It says RMS Titanic, famous ocean liner, the epic disaster. 1/570 scale, length 18.5 inches, 47 centimeters for you people on the fucking metric system. And on the sides of the box it says unassembled plastic model. Model may be painted and detailed to match pictures on the box. And it names off your stuff like finely engraved hull detail with individual hull plates and simulated portholes, foremast and mizzenmast with rat lines, cranes, ventilators, detailed rudder, authentic flags, 3 propellers, 18 lifeboats, display stand, decal markings. And on this side here it says The time, late evening, April 14, 1912. The place, somewhere in the cold, dark waters of the North Atlantic. The world's largest ocean-going vessel and pride of the White Star Line, the Titanic, was on a maiden voyage from Southampton to New York. She was 882 feet long and displaced 66,000 tons when loaded, designed to withstand the flooding of any two of her compartments between bulkheads. The Titanic was flaunted as unsinkable. The sea was calm as the great ship steamed ahead at 22 knots. Suddenly a shadow rose from the water ahead. The bow of the mighty Titanic crashed into an iceberg, tearing a 300-foot gash beneath the waterline on the starboard side. Which, by the way, is actually fucking wrong. That did not actually truly happen. It just opened up the seams and stuff, little seams and gashes and stuff. The damage immediately flooded the first six compartments between the bulkheads at 2:18 a.m. April 15, 1912. After extreme confusion, commotion, and hurried dispatch of distress signals, the Titanic sank to her doom in one of the world's most epic disasters. Of the 2,224 persons aboard, 711 were saved. Revell now offers you a highly detailed model of the famous RMS Titanic for your model ship collection. And then it says here, finely engraved deck detailing planking and chains, detailed deck houses and skylights, floor funnels with ladders and cap screens, steam pipes and vents. See? But on the box it says 1976 by Revell. That's what the box says. But when I got this model, a good friend of mine gave this to me with several other model kits. And this one was never been opened. So when I got it, it was basically like it came from the factory. And I got the two little things to do the rigging with, which I might do. But the weird thing is the instruction sheet right here, it's dated 1987, so that would have been 2 years after the ship had been found. But see, you open it up and basically it just it shows you how to build the model of the ship. And it was a two-piece hull, of course. And of course, two-piece hull models are a bit of a pain in the ass to build. But it wasn't hard, I mean, see. So I'm not really sure though, I mean, the instructions are dated copyright 1987, but then the box says copyright 1976 by Revell, Venice, California. But then here it says Revell Incorporated, Des Plaines, Iowa, or Des Plaines, Illinois. So I'm not fucking sure. All I know is it's an old fucking model ship. But I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend and fellow maritime historian and ship collector Russ Willoughby for giving me the model and several other models that from his collection. And I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Um, I appreciate the models and stuff because it gave me something to do. And they're definitely really nice additions to the collection. But you know, it's ironic because right now it's about almost 11:50, almost 10 minutes after the Titanic would have hit the iceberg. And the first 10 minutes there would have been, signs that the ship was fucked. Because a lot of the forward compartments were flooding, and the rooms that were flooding that really sent the alarm was the mail room. And yeah, it was just a really terrible ordeal. Very sad disaster. This was just, like I said, this was one of the worst maritime disasters of peacetime. There have been other worse disasters, but this was the worst peacetime disaster. You know, the biggest ship in the world carrying, over 2,224 passengers and crew. It hits an iceberg, meets its doom, and, only 711 people survived, so you have over 1,500 people that died and perished, which really sucked. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims and stuff of this terrible disaster and to all the families of the survivors. So yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll probably just stay up and tonight and probably watch a documentary and have a moment of silence and go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you guys can take a moment, take a little bit of time in your busy life today or tomorrow, the 15th, just have a moment of silence for the victims of the Titanic disaster and keep everyone in your thoughts and prayers and stuff. I know it's been over 107 years ago, but still, it's still something we need to remember about. We cannot forget about this disaster because, you know, they're building another Titanic. We don't want history to fucking repeat itself, so we need to keep the memory of this great ship and her passengers and crew alive. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching the video and stuff. I really greatly appreciate it. And if you like what I'm doing on this channel and you want to be part of my crew, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. And when I do a new video, you guys will be notified. And until next time, this is Commodore Urban saying have smooth seas and clear skies and happy sailing with you. God bless, and God bless the passengers and crew of the Titanic. Just remember to keep their memory alive just by remembering this great shipwreck and just retelling the story. Until next time, see you later, my friends.